Hello, welcome to June 26th, 2022. My name is Kurt, and this is my Good Life meditation, something I do every morning to remind myself of my life objectives and principles, and to see how I did yesterday, and to plan for the coming day. First, last night and yesterday, a second night of sleeping, of being woken by the, or should I say second morning, of being woken by the alarm. Wow. Nice. I wonder if that's because I've picked my retirement date. I was talking to a friend in comments who had done the same, and he noted that it had an impact on his well-being. January 20th, 2025 is the date. Now, technically, this will be a soft retirement. We can't fully retire until Social Security kicks in 2 years later, at age 62. But at that age, by June 20th, 2025, Yumiko and I will be free to no longer work full-time. We can both cut back to part-time and live a much simpler life, at least, and not work such stressful jobs. And then later, 2 years later, we can then fully retire. So I guess I'll call that a soft retirement. We could technically do that now. The trouble is that we have our obligations now. So, namely, getting our daughter through college. We need to see her finish with school and safely on our own. So January 20th, 2025 will be 3/4 of a year after her graduation, which hopefully she'll have a job by then and be settled. If not, or if other circumstances arise, then we might have to push that date back. But that's the date we're shooting for. That's the date I've actually marked on my death calendar. So, feels good. It's good to see the end, so to speak. Let's do the good life. I'm going to do another lightning round again this morning. Hi, Ollie. Come here. You come up here. Come on. Come sit up here. 7 objectives. These are: to be always ready to die, to make good and effective use of time, to develop and maintain good and sound life principles, to cultivate good emotional reactions, to perform good actions, and to recognize my true limits and my true opportunities, and to do just one thing at a time, and to do that thing slowly and deliberately and carefully. Now for my 30 principles. The principle of war, the principle of reason, the homunculus, the Anchorhold, the home of good and evil, purpose, atomic principle, principle of nature, pirate ride, maturity, the social principle, public speaking, temperance, the feast of that which must be borne, the Feast of Offal, distraction, agency in the great indifference. The best seat in the house, the path of wildness, the risk of avoiding risk, sin and damnation, complete oblivion, the great life adventure, the season of philosophy, the bullseye aim, the uphill climb, arena and utility. Nothing is enough. And then finally, the principle of fun. There we go. Sorry, I'm a little distracted. Keeping an eye on my boy here. He hasn't been feeling too good lately. I've got him doped up a little bit. Took him into the vet on Friday, and they checked him out and said that he seems to be okay. No dental issues. There's a lump on his hind end that I thought might be a problem, maybe a tumor. So they did she didn't call it a biopsy. She aspirated it, which I guess is to pull some cells out. She stuck a needle in there. I guess she put some local anesthesia, stuck a needle in there, drew some cells out, and then squirted the cells onto a petri dish or something to take a look at them. And she reports that these cells were fat cells, which is a good sign. That means it's a fatty tumor, fatty lump. If they had been actual other types of cells, then that would have been a cause for concern of maybe a tumor. Still, and they expressed his anal gland, which was quite full, which I have not done regularly. That's an issue with him. So they couldn't find any problems with him, so they sent me home with some tranquilizers in case he's sleeping poorly, which he is. So I gave him that. He's a little doped up. That's why he didn't jump up in my lap. Anyway, the plan for the coming day, we're celebrating Father's Day today, so we're going to go down to Placentia. I wanted to have Mexican food. I know Father's Day was last weekend, but we couldn't celebrate it then. So the family's taking me to a Mexican restaurant that I wanted to try in Placentia. So off we go. Otherwise, chores are done. Just a little shopping. After lunch, we'll go down to the Japanese supermarket and do some shopping. And mostly I just plan to read today, hopefully. Okay, take care. Be safe, but not too safe.